First things first, I apologize for being late, people. Spurs are playing. There's a bunch of traffic, but the show must go on. Above my head, Manchester United against Manchester City. It's Derby Day settings. Appreciative to you lot. If you're on Twitch, one love. If you're on YouTube, one love. The game is kicking off, and Garnacho's actually drawing a foul. I actually thought worse, yeah, people. The worst thing ever. As I'm starting, Man United would have, or City would have scored. But we're here now. I'm settled. The show must go on. Apologies for being late. I'll pay my fine, man. I'll pay my fine. Shout out Riley. Shout out Dark. As the man has said, hello, people. Make sure to smash the like button. Let's make sure everything's good. I'm a bit rattled myself, man, because I like to have everything prepared before we go live. I'm not settled myself, people. I can't lie. I'm a bit jumpy and whatnot, but let me chill out. And big up Oliver. It was this comment that unsettled me further. He's like, where's DG? I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm actually here. I'm trying. Let me just get everything together, man. But let's crack on. This is what we're here for, guys and girls. Bruno Fernandes has a free kick in a devilish area. And as an Arsenal fan, I saw him score a free kick. Different circumstances, but at this very stadium. Edison fixing up his back five or whoever's going to be into the wall. And did you not see that article? Sorry, people, before I carry on, the free kick ain't been taken yet. You not see the article about Edison, about he's worn the same boxes on a match day for the last 17, 18 years. That's crazy. Bruno Fernandes, you're making us wait an eternity to see this. Is this going to be a screamer? This could be potentially goal of the season contender. Bruno Fernandes strikes, it's ricocheted off the wall, and it should be a corner kick for Man United. Good start. Now, the thing about Man United is they're typically very good in games like this. Whatever you say about them, they typically turn up for the derbies, man. It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Liverpool lost, title races back on. I was actually watching Sunday League football. I watched, well, both of my brethren's teams played each other. I won't say no names, but unfortunately, certain man lost in a cup 10-1. But I saw that Fulham won. Well, biggest shock is probably Spurs actually got a win, but I saw Fulham won. And it made me think, first thing is Fulham becoming Liverpool's bogey team? Because I remember the reverse fixture. They gave them a game at that place. And obviously they've won today. It means nothing, innit? Liverpool, I mean, I was saying this in December, let alone where we're at now, that Liverpool would have to try really hard to not win the league title. Like, it's harder to lose it. And as I guess in a freak way, you could say it's still mathematically possible, but come on now, we're beyond that. And it speaks volumes of, testament to Liverpool. But looking at my club, Arsenal, and what we wanted to do, look what it's meant to us in the last few years. And Liverpool have lost. And, we ain't got nothing really to get excited about. I'm sure, obviously, Liverpool, when it's all said and done, they won the league title. I would say for Liverpool as a football club, probably some fans are wondering, not only with the league, and you should always be grateful, but if the Champions League went this way, if the FA Cup went that way, but at the end of the day, they're still grabbing something. They're still made history, which I do think people move a bit sour, especially with Liverpool, if I'm honest, because obviously in my lifetime, I've only seen them, well, it's not confirmed yet, but they're winning this league title. Everyone starts doing and they were doing it to a degree when Arsenal were being spoken about as title challengers, and that they're doing that whole, the standard of the league's poor and which, I guess you could have those talking points, but that's got nothing to do with Liverpool. And I see the goalpost. I guess what I'm getting at is the goalpost seem to move for everybody. But again, I'd rather the goalpost move and say what you want about my club. We've won something. I actually don't even know the lineups for this game. I'll be completely honest with you. I actually want to see it in front of me. Manchester City finally have got the ball down and they're knocking the ball around well. It should be a good derby, man. Is it written in the script? What's your predictions? For me, I'm saying 2-1 United. Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes to score, especially heavy on the Bruno. All right, that are really guys playing. Kevin De Bruyne loses it. That O'Reilly guy's playing. Fair enough. You did well in the FA Cup or whatever it was for them. Okay, Edison, Guardiola, Diaz, Nunes, Gundogan, Kovacic, O'Reilly, Marmoush, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Philip Foden as a false nine. Okay, well, you can't play Haaland. Onana, Mazwari, Maguire, Euro, Delort, Ugarte, Casemiro, Dogu, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, and Højlund. Keen to see how Manchester United approach this game as well, because against us, they did the low block, deep block thing, and it worked a treat. And you can say that's a defensive setup, which, okay, when it's all said and done, if you are hammering, you're going to set up like that against Arsenal. And regardless of that, they're probably thinking in hindsight, we could have nicked the game. But I only waffle about that to say this, like, how did they approach? Pardon me. Sky Sports just brought up a graphic where it said Phil Foden has 6 goals in his last 6 against Manchester United. And I mean, he is a Man City product and whatnot. I guess they wasn't to know them what they know now, but I must say, for no reason, every time I see City, I always say, oh, they must regret selling Cole Palmer. Away from what he's doing, you could see how he fits in, ironically, with what they're doing at the moment. Shout out Mateo Fernandez, man, because he's doing the fullback thing. It's crazy. Big up Jordan, man. They spent 60 on another striker and they're playing Foden as a false 9. To be fair, Marmoush is still out there. I mean, Google says it's Foden as a false 9, but if I'm honest with you, what I see is a bunch of players in the pockets. I see Marmoush through the middle on this occasion. Kevin's there. Foden's there. It's like a front 4. And to be fair, when you go to the games at the Emirates, you see that from Arsenal. Great bit of skill from O'Reilly. He's lost the ball then. And I mean, I don't know too much about him, but I very much doubt he's a left back. But at the end of the day, this is how you play football. DG, sorry for not being around. Just peed at the way Lady Luck has treated my team. Stringer Bell, first things first. Don't apologize, man. We're still here. Appreciate your support. But what I would say, just my opinion, you got to face the music, man. I know it's emotional and take whatever time you need. But at the end of the day, rightly or wrongly, it is what it is. One thing I admire about Kovacic is he's a baller, man. Unpopular opinion, and I know Kai Havertz is, turned out okay for Arsenal to a point. I still maintain when I think Mount went to Man United, Kovacic went to City, and we got Kai Havertz. I still maintain. I think personally, Arsenal should have got Kovacic. I must admit this. I don't know if you lot can hear that, but since I've got in this, there's a cat, I guess, outside just doing the meow thing. I'm like, can a fox just chase it or something? So it just goes away. Oh, no, with a long ball forward. Hodgson doesn't win it on this occasion. Guardiola. It's O'Reilly geezer. To be fair, City got a couple of academy products of their own popping up now. It's 4-6-0. I don't know social why that is. That comment's not coming up. Marmoush could be in here. Good defending by Mazawari. Which United have, well, Mazawari's done the right thing. He's played it to Agate. He's lost it, and City could be in here. Phil Foden charging forward. Tries to find Kevin De Bruyne. Offside flag. I thought it was just about to be a corner. Literally. Why didn't Liverpool lose like this before? But you have to answer Liverpool, them people. I don't know. For me, all I care about with my football club is why we're not in position to take advantage. And I mean, the Kevin De Bruyne of about 10 years ago, he probably would have been on side, but Lady Time catches up with everyone. I must admit, I know I have a tiny bit of a little banterish agenda against Foden. He looks up for him. Goal kick again to Manchester United. But as you saw there, Manchester United do want to play out from the back, and City have shown they'll press aggressively. Nah, I don't want to kick the gap. I just want a fox to come and chase it. That's nature doing its business. I just want it to move away. I don't want to keep meow, 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 meow. I don't want to hear it. It's annoying. Pep Guardiola. Why they're showing him when the game's going on, I don't know. But now we can see the action. Oh, no. As a neutral, he's got a mistake in him. You want to see it. And I'm getting my hate alongs in or hate watches in because Tuesday there's a big test for my football club. Lenny Euro goes back to Onana. Onana, what's he going to do? Oh, it's gone out of play. It's a throw in for City. How do you lot think the game's going to go, people? Don't forget to smash the like button and all those good things. And I hope you lot are all doing well and safe. And thank you for joining me. Man said, Kurt DG Zuma. Nah. Not once did I say kick the cat or do anything against animals. Or no. In some cases, I guess it's okay to beat up the busy. I'm childish, but yeah, man. I just want Mother Nature to do its thing, man. Just stop doing the meow thing. This O'Reilly guy's kind of decent, and he's lost the ball now, but City still have it. He's actually a very good technical player. City advancing forward. Phil Foden on this right hand side cuts in on his favoured left, goes for the shot, drags it wide. I think that might have even clipped the post. Good opportunity for Foden, bit of positive play, and a good opportunity for City. To be fair, I did say I think Foden looks up for it. I'm not a hater, but I'm a hater. Oh, in fact, the shot's a lot worse than I'm describing, but yeah. Foden, I'm sure, in terms of getting better, I'm sure he's watched a lot of players, I would say, for me, Ethan Nwaneri, I've seen him get into that action and score. A young player like Phil Foden could look up to Nwaneri, especially doing it in the big games against his very club. Mind games. Agate. to Dogu, fullback Union. He's a left back and he wears my favorite number 13. I don't support Man United, but salute to you. Finds Garnacho, who again I have to mention this Amarin. Like, you know, managers say things for a variety of reasons. You could take his words at face value, and he means that. You could read too much into his words. He could be trying to get a reaction from Garnacho. But I just feel I was just reading stuff about football cut the track. Phil Foden's got the ball here. That's the end of that. It's the end of that. But yeah, I was reading some just random stuff about football, and Amarin was just basically said that Garnacho's got to improve everything. Like, he's got to improve his run, the way he runs, the way he passes, this, that, and the third. Was crazy. What happened to Rodri 2.0? He's like Nico Gonzalez. To be fair, it's very early. He's still probably adapting and all of that stuff. So I'll judge him when he's had a full season at City, but I ain't heard from him again. Phil Foden's gone down. I'm not sure why, but he's gone down. And he looks like he's in a bit of agony. Kevin De Bruyne goal today. So inevitable. You can see it. Plus, big up DJ, aka Timbers Idol. You'll be smash the like button and sub if you're new. Hashtag Fullback Union. Big up yourself. DG, imagine if Liverpool lose 4 games in a row and we didn't win the league because we drew this Everton game. I hear that, Ash, man. I hear that, but for my home heart, I can't even do that, man. Like me, I find more solace in why aren't we in a scenario where we're talking about something completely different. But you're right, man. And football's like that. But that's because of what Liverpool have done and what we haven't. And if that is the case, Liverpool have given themselves this margin for error. We didn't do what needed to be done. Bumpy, appreciate you. Couldn't care less what anybody's got to say about us winning the league. I'm enjoying this summer. I'm enjoying this all summer bun the rivals. Exactly. When it's all said and done, the goalposts always move. And again, there's goalposts and there's just general talking points. Ferguson did it all at Man United. What did they say? You could have won more you could have won more Champions Leagues. Arsene Wenger, you definitely could have retained the Premier League. We should have probably won a couple of more Premier Leagues under you. And then obviously, Arsenal have never won the Champions League. Why didn't we? The Invincibles improving in Europe, the treble winning side, even though they won the treble, when you really micromanage it, you know, you get the goalposts with Pep. I'm a checkbook manager. Klopp, it moves all the time. But if you get things and it's set in stone and it's all great, that's what you want. Phil Foden looks like he's going to be able to continue when the ref waves him back on the pitch. Manchester City have a throw-in. To be fair, it's a good day to be watching football, you know. Sun shining. As you'd expect, a game like a Manchester derby is going to be packed. It's probably encouraging for Manchester United's owners, especially with the new stadium and whatnot, apparently soon coming through. Bernardo Silva's attempted ball forward has just trickled through to Onana. And in that regards, there's nothing to scream and shout about, folks, man. What else have we got in here? Big up you lot. Even though we got screwed by the ref, weekend not so bad with a draw. Just is what it is, man. Like, yeah, you can't let it ruin you. I do think, considering the role, considering the lineup, we'll say, I think it was a bit better than I thought. I still think we should have won. I think the refs are absolute wallad in many ways. Forget the pen. Well, you can't forget the pen, but the pen, the amount of things Arsenal and Everton players were getting away with, you know, the fact that he stopped the game and then restarted it, bro. He's just a mayor, bro. Mayor. Darren in England or whatever your name is. I would say you're incompetent, but if every ref appears to be like this and we're saying the same things, in fact, even in relation to the Everton game, there's 2 VAR talking points or 3, you know, for both teams with the Everton Liverpool game. If we're saying this about 9 referees out of 10 and we're saying this week in, week out, and I think this about all of you, look, are you incompetent or are you actually quite good at your job? Because that seems to be the remit to get this, bro. If anything, the linesmen are probably better at doing their jobs than actual referees and VAR. Shout out Jack. Listen, I got no beef with Everton because Harrison knew it wasn't even a penalty. In terms of the controllables, Kivio could have done better for the header. Lewis Skelly, body positioning, you know, again, starting to think as an actual defender. These little minor kind of tweaks, that's what we could have controlled. But end of the day, you're gonna get in it. Like, we know the rest of City in this country, and as I always say, with the money that all these clubs have, with the money that the TV rights bring in, with whether we think these guys know how to run football clubs or not, you know, year after year, the Premier League product for when it was, you know, when it came on TV, let alone to how it's grown and introduced to new audiences, and these lot of billionaires, so they're clearly smart, and this whole football package. Do we really think this is not by design? If it's not by design and it's not a conspiracy theory thing, then there's no real remit by the powers that be to have competent referees, or it wouldn't be like this. You claim to get the best managers, the best players, best physios, best this, and you got these refs. I guarantee you, whatever you say about foreign referees, I guarantee if there was an influx of them, we'll see less BS. But they want it. Gets us waffling, talking points for a day and whatnot. But not Bruno Fernandes is appealing for something, or City players are appealing for something. Bruno's still appealing for something. That was all from an initial corner from Kevin De Bruyne. It's hooked clear by Manchester United, though. I mean, I thought Man United started well, literally in the first 5 or so minutes. Since then, I think City have kind of controlled proceedings. You can see the high line. You can see all the United players in their half. I'm sure Man United fans remember under Ferguson, you know, counter-attack, hit you on the transition. And probably everyone expected that to kind of be the game. Kevin De Bruyne, who for him, I haven't seen him run a show this season. Majority of them fans that's trying to downplay our thing didn't even have us as challengers for the Prem title before the season began. But this is what I always say for football fans, yeah. I wish we lived in a world where everybody's praised and critiqued fairly, but like if I'm an Arsenal fan, it's not that I won't talk football with other people, but it's like I don't want validation from no one that doesn't support Arsenal. I don't even want it from Arsenal fans, but they're never gonna give most people that are not fans, because many people just support their clubs. They're not fans of football first. Many people don't want to give you your flowers, and they shouldn't have to. Like, I don't really care if a Spurs fan rates if we won the league or this one or that one, because we're not doing it for them, doing it for ourselves. Big up Nathan, big up Reese. A top striker and some of those 11 draws turned into a scumbag win. Got to get one. Exactly. We talk about fine margins. If we had a better squad, because I do think, yeah, when you look at who have we lost to in the Premier League? West Ham, Newcastle away, and Bournemouth, right? Now, obviously, you're going to lose games, innit? You're not good. You can't. You're going to lose in the Premier League. You know, the Invincibles has never been done. Yes, it has. But if you're not us, sometimes you're going to win when you deserve to win, lose when you deserve to lose. Sometimes you're going to win and you don't deserve it. Sometimes you're going to lose and you deserve a bit more. Sometimes you're going to deserve a draw. Sometimes you're going to draw when you deserve a bit more or less. But I do think, yeah, where you look at our squad, especially in the defeats, I don't think this is an excuse against West Ham, but I did think there was an element of fatigue. Obviously, with, you know, even off the back of the Bournemouth game, I think it comes down to having a small squad. I think we have an inability sometimes to just, win more games than not, when either refs done something booky and we still win the game, or we've been crap and we still win the game. Get more points on the board. Now, this season, I don't really think that sticks, because we're like 12, 13, 14, 15. You know, it's how I keep saying that on streams, because I stopped paying attention. It's just bare points for Liverpool. Maybe last year. But we need more quality. We need a bigger squad. There's so much from a tactical point of view, regardless about new signings or whatever, that we need to rest on the training front. And then if you do that, who knows, man? All good in Barbados. My G, sun is shining. Big up the Bajans, man. I mean, the sun's shining in the United Kingdom. Of course, it's nothing like Barbados. Smash the like button and sub if you're new. Road to 70k subs and YouTube Mobile Awards. Support DG, man. It costs nothing. Appreciate that, man. I don't usually try run the it wasn't a penalty shouts. It's no excuse on the overall performance, but I can't lie. It was a shocking decision. And without it, we cruised to a 1-0 win. I agree with, you know what? I'm with you in that. 9 times out of 10, I'm not with that, even if it happened. But this is the one time I must admit, like, yo, you could caveat that. And I do think we had chances to do a bit better. I do think our chance creation is dead. A lot of things as to why it went wrong was on brand with how our season's been, and obviously with it not being our strongest lineup. But regardless, it took it a one. The pen was Fugazi penalty. I think out of all the decisions, yeah, that's the Fugaziest this season. We've had some dodgy bullshit ones, slightly one against Liverpool as well. Like, there's been bad this season. But I think that was the Fugaziest one, because that one I struggle. I don't feel how that could be. If you do say it's 50-50, like, you can see why it's given. Why is it not given as a free kick? Because Harrison's pulling in. My beef isn't with Harrison, because he couldn't believe it. The lot on this right-hand side. Man United should be a goal ahead. What has happened there? I saw the angle just before the ball came in. I don't know if the offside flag would have came up, but just before the ball was whistled in, I saw the angle. The ball, I could see the delivery about to happen. It was a good delivery into Manchester City's box. Højlund's missed it, and I believe that's Garnacho. And honestly, I can't describe what he's done there. But it's like he's got completely under the ball. He's falling over. Against City, you have to take these chances. Ironically, that was one of the only times this season I think we were clinical and killers in the final third. Like, the City game was mad. Probably, well, there is no highlights in the Premier League season, but that would be it. That's got to be it, man. And that's why I'm vexed at the club, because like, imagine if we won the league, like it would mean something. Like, run the document. Imagine you could have even pushed the Mikel Arteta agenda, like show when City used to beat us up and show when our top 6 records starting getting better, and then play on the master against the apprentice in Pep versus Arteta. Then we smack them 5-1. Talk about Wanyeri in many ways mimics Foden with Pep. Hey, they should have made me. If we done that, make me executive producer. I could have done the nastiest suggestion. And I'm tired, man. The minute we win a league, I'm horrible. If we ever, I'm gonna be so horrible, man. Here, I'm gonna be balanced and all that stuff. I'm gonna be horrible, man. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely. And then when you win a league, yeah, you can start saying some silly stuff like Kivio's better than, I don't know, someone. We can do what United fans used to do in my early childhood. When you say something dumb like Kivio's the best centre half in the Prem, and they bring up others, he's won a Premier League though. That's what they used to do for John O'Shea and Darren Fletcher and all these guys. And big up Darren Fletcher. I liked him, but my point being, you can run agendas when when you win. When you look at history and who's won, I'm going a bit left, but when you look at history and wars and that, and obviously you read the accounts, what if that actually wasn't how it happened? But at the end of the day, if you win the war, you kill all the opposition. You're the one that gets to write the story. Like, it could have been us. But unfortunately, this season's been on brand with the last 2. And that it's all coulda, woulda, shoulda, ifs and buts. We didn't do that. Good passage of play from City. Curse of the commentator, because Man United have won the ball. And Lenny Yoro's a centre half. Therefore, watch his Saliba videos. I thought it was going to be a promising passage of play from Man United, but before I could articulate what was happening, City. It's been a lot of turnovers in this game. Kevin De Bruyne looks to go for the pass. Phil Foden, he wanted none of that. That's food and drink for Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire's shouting at teammate. Who? I don't know. But he's shouting at someone. If we don't win the Premier Champs next year, I have to think about Arteta's future. Football gods, just please, man, can Arsenal just win a scumbag Champions League? Because I've seen some dodgy campaigns, man. That, do you know how jealous I am of a couple of clubs, not just for winning the Champions League, but how they did it? Look at how Man United did it in 1999. Slyly, even though they beat Chelsea, like John Terry slip. Look at how Chelsea won the last 2 Champions Leagues, the first one as well. And because of this season, and because it was also, what people forget, it was, I have to rate it, like it was Bayern Munich in Bayern Munich's backyard in a final, like mentality monsters. Liverpool 3-0. Come on, man. This is movie stuff. 3 goals down. I want the Champions League more than anything. I miss the Premier League. Do not get that twisted. And I think you need to become serious in the domestic leagues and start bullying that before you bully intercontinental trophies. But Garnacho, it should be 1-0 Man United. How's it not? Dogu, showing probably why he's a fullback. Don't know why he didn't smash that. I want the Champions League more than anything, people. Mikel Arteta, if you win the Champions League this year, it's not that I'm going to act blind and oblivious. You can do what you want. I can't lie. You can do what you want. You can actually do what you want. You want to buy Kai Havertz again for 65 million? Fuck it. And I'd be a hater as well. I know what I would say if Mikel Arteta won the Champions League. If I was a rival fan, I'm immediately going to say Di Matteo won the Champions. I've got a friend in my group chat. He runs the nastiest agenda. He says Di Matteo's a better manager than Mikel Arteta. And I know he doesn't believe it, but shameless. Was Kivio really man of the match yesterday? He was all right, but I'm sure others played better than him. Now, I don't know how the man of the match thing works out, yeah? And big up Martin Keown. But have you noticed since Martin Keown's been going on the platforms, getting the bag, the game's the game, talks a bit more diplomatic, 1 sec. O'Reilly, you should have dived. You're too honest. The lot slided in the box and it was a good interception. You should have looked at, Casemiro. Yeah, but Martin Keown's been talking better. He's been getting a bit better PR-y. He was obviously, when the Champions League next round was there, he was Arsenal's rep. Yesterday, I don't know about other countries, and I actually don't know if you're not living in the United Kingdom. I don't know if Kivio, like, there's all different media outlets in it. So on TNT, they gave it to Kivio. So I don't know if that's officially for all the regions, and I don't know because I know Arsenal.com released their own one. I don't know who that is, but they gave it to Kivio. Martin Keown's a commentator. He is a centre half as well, so in a positive way, maybe giving him a bit of confidence as well. But mind games. Because for me, I don't really think there was a man of the match. And don't get twisted, I think Kivio did okay within the remit of what he could do and what we believe about him. And I don't want to harp on about Kivio, but like, he should have won the header and Lewis Kelly should have done better. But it's still, and I've seen Gabriel do that, but it's less likely to happen. but I don't think he was horrible. Was there really a man of the match though? Really? Because if you say Kivio, I think then Mikel Marino's got a shout then. Like if we're saying that, he's the one that I actually think this week Mikel Marino's done very, very well in Arsenal shirt. And again, we know that football, football, there's a lot of psychological factors to football. Smash the like button, as you lot know already. Yeah. And obviously, Mikel Merino came in, got injured early doors, has had some stinkers. Obviously, when you're looking at the transfer market, you're wondering, is he an improvement? He knows he's probably looked in training like, yo, you got Declan Rice and Partey and this and that. He's obviously had some moments where he scored and whatnot, but I just feel for him in line now with his best period has obviously been this makeshift striker, him scoring goals. He's starting to look a lot more settled, a lot more confident. And to be fair to Mikel Moreno, yeah, you see obviously helped nick it against Leicester. See that Leicester finish, one of the 2 goals he scored, yeah, the one with his right peg. Big up Kai. I'm not dissing Kai, but like I always think about that when I think about Mikel Moreno. I'm thinking you don't back there. Did score against Liverpool. Funny enough, yeah. In hindsight, I should have predicted. I shouldn't have, but I feel I should have predicted Mikel Merino would have got that run up front or in a more attacking position. Because against Chelsea, he was kind of doing it at the bridge. And ironically scored against Chelsea. So yeah, nice to see him doing his thing, man. He's scoring some big games. Casemiro, Man United could be in it. Dogu, he needs to improve in the final third, fullback or not, or wing back. Like he's positive, he gets in there and he dives a lot because we did a watch along for that Europa League tie with United. But United on a couple of times on the counter attack, they have got into City's area. And I'm sure if this game goes left, they will look back tomorrow at training at potential opportunities where you should at least be working, Edison. Is that a cross? Is that a shot? Is that a bit of both? Did you think about both? I don't know, but good opportunity. And I know City's been in a unique position this season, and it's not the same City side, but it's still kind of City. And just in any football game, you need to kill games before they kill you. We all know this, regardless of whatever club you support. O'Reilly. I need to see some VAR controversy. I need to see something in this game, man, if I'm honest with you lot. I need to, man. As a neutral, you want to see that. Same way Arsenal got, especially because of the penalty incident yesterday. I want everyone to get something like that. We'll have to see, man. But yeah, I don't really think there was a man of the match. But I think for me, I think Mikel Merino was as good as Kivio then. But them 2 would be up there. I think Saliba was okay. Man United, another time they've got to score. Surely Casemiro makes the run. It's here with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes clips it into the box. I don't know what United were doing there. Ogate's there this time. Got to take your chances. Time's flying, and that's because you lot are the best people. 28 minutes on the clock. I can't believe it's still 0-0. Couple of times. And do you know what the funny thing is about football, yeah? Obviously, we live in a day and age of systems, and you got Amarin, the managers in a nice way, the managers are nerds now. Like Pep is a nerd, like in a good way. Nerd, Arteta's nerd, Amarin nerd. All of them are like these new age kind of managers. And they all micromanage, inverted fullbacks, this one, that one, and the other. And the game has advanced, but nothing changes. Like you could just put this game simply to, United obviously being a lot more front-footed than I'm suggesting with this, but they're being street smart and just hitting them on the counter. There's been 6 shots in the game, people. Both teams have had 3 apiece. I believe that said City have had 1 shot on target, Man United none. So I could say I can't believe no one scored, but then you can. For United, I always wonder, yeah, like I'm sure undoubtedly if United win this, their fans are going to sit there and say, oh, pardon me, why don't we do this every week beyond the obvious? But then you have to look at the players because obviously you get your ratings if United win and there's an offside flag against United. But I always wonder, it's easy to be up for big games like this. Even my club, now, I know it's not like this, but I do think there's an element of this. Like we're great against the top 6 sides. It's easy to be up for them games. Like it's easy to be, you have to want to be up for that, especially because now we're all right and whatnot. Respectfully, you look at Bournemouth for where is it? Because that's got to be a case of all teams, especially the top 6. Sometimes, obviously, you want to win games, you want to do this, you have to be motivated, but it's like it's okay. And that happens in Sunday League. In Sunday League, if you're playing your main rivals and the team you've hated for years, you're thinking about it all week, it is what it is. It's not that you're not serious, but if it's just Joe Bloggs FC, you're kind of just casual. Lend me €1. The slander names are funny. This doggy guy is trash. Nah, he's not trash. Needs to improve, but there's a base there. If I was a Man United fan, I think they need another left back as well. I don't know just because there's it only appears there's him. I know the lot can play over there. Mazwari can go over there. I like Doggy. Well, who would you lot say is the best top 5 left backs in the league? Someone comment. Kevin De Bruyne has got the ball. Ain't seen much from him in this game. Tries to find who's that? Gundogan. Swear down, oh yeah, Gundogan. I can't lie. Gundogan's been anonymous. First time I've seen you. Be interesting to see how City maneuver, man. Man forgot Luke Shaw. Is it shot that, man? Because if Arsenal fans are getting vexed about Tomiyasu, but Luke Shaw's been at United for years, you know. And again, I know he doesn't want to be injured, and I'm not suggesting none of that, but bro, comment like him and Mason Mount is probably a given at this moment in time. Corner kick to City. Phil Foden in swinger. We need a goal as neutrals. Phil Foden, delivery. There's a... Oh, wow. United live to fight another day. Horrible defending, but it did what needed to be done. People deluded. It's DG. It's DG time. Appreciate that. Luke Shaw's England cred saves him low-key. Yeah, but if you're in your group or whoever they are, yeah, obviously whether it's worked or not for United, they still have won trophies, but clearly the club is not operating how it needs to operate. United are not able to spend what they probably could because of years of mismanagement across all aspects. So my point of saying that is to say this: clearly they're streamlining everything. Whether we think it's more or not, people are getting sacked, things are getting restructured, and all of that kind of stuff. At some point, you're going to have to do that from a footballing point of view. Didn't Radcliffe come out and say, man, too much, basically paraphrasing, but too much money getting paid? Some of these, you look at our wages and you look at other clubs, we're not doing what other clubs are doing. You have to look at Luke Shaw. Yeah, he's English and there's things in his favor and good player when he's fit and can be used in the squad, but the fitness ain't been there. It's not the same, but that's kind of how I want Berta away from England. Well, yeah, you see how Radcliffe and you see the Ineos group, how they're moving, yeah? I know it's different, but I want Berta, our sporting director at Arsenal, to have that kind of mentality. Like, we need to really streamline things. Because again, listen, if anyone deserves the money, Arsenal are printing money as an establishment. I don't really care about these players in the grand scheme of things. If we're just looking at football and having that deeper discussion, I don't really care what the players get paid, because if anything, they deserve it, and player welfare is on the floor at this moment in time. But there's different reasons and contexts, and ultimately playing good and playing bad would dictate everything. But there's a lot of players that forms on the floor. Maybe if they don't get it back, we're looking at that. Some players have been years on good wages. Some men are even underpaid at Arsenal Football Club. Magalhaes, I know it's different, but on paper, especially what you mean on the field, let alone the impact felt off it, on paper, Mikel Merino is earning more. Zinchenko is earning more. Kai Havertz is earning more. Kieran Tierney departing. Jorginho parted. All earning more. You're earning 100k. That also shows you life is not what you deserve. It's what you can hustle as well. Saka. If you ain't getting 300k, I don't know what's going on. Guardiola, Kirkes, Anthony Robertson, Skelly, Ustibian. El Nori is another wavy left back, but he's not on defending. Yo, DJ, it's been a minute. United have an opportunity here. City playing 2 defenders deep. That attack is the best form of defense. Possession is 9/10 of the law. That's clearly Pep Guardiola's approach today. Mazawari, Casemiro, dilly-dallying in possession. Quite fortunate, really. Could see he took 1 touch too many. More like Luke unsure. Damn. See, if I was Luke Shaw and I saw that, I swear down, he's on the bench. Last of 2 Premier League appearances this season in December. I big up Luke Shaw. He's looking leaner as well. Actually happy you're fit. But even that, I'm surprised. And to be honest, Luke Shaw, if you're Luke Shaw, like, this is the season to want to get fit, or moving into next year. That's a ball from Lenny Euro. No, it's not. It's given to City. Probably showed his naivety. You got there's a World Cup. And it doesn't matter like who you are. If you're Lewis Skelly, if you maintain this form, could you be playing in a World Cup? You've seen what you could do in 8 months going from academy football to where you are. If you're Rashford, Sterling, them kind of players down on their luck, if you get your form together, can you go to a World Cup? If you're a young player and you move to a bigger team where there's a bias and all that, can you get to the World Cup? I think if one Mason Mount, honestly, I think Mount, Reece James, if you lot stay fit, you lot are going. 2 cool fucks with you lot. I hope Lewis Skelly gets to come through off that one as well. We'll have to see, man. Hey, most underrated left back. I'll take Mitchell for the squad. I'm on that. But you can't do the inverted fullback thing. So it's not going to happen. I'm not going to lie, man. I've said this before. Of all the City players, I'm having Guardiola, man. We could be shameless and put you left back. Shameless. Shaw's highlight of the season was that TikTok video. What TikTok video? He's doing TikToks. Bernardo Silva gives it away. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Ugarte. The idea was good, but he almost lost it. And then he's lost it. United still have it. Garnacho. The thing is, Garnacho has that annoying thing, yeah? And maybe why I started rating him a bit lower than I thought when I saw it. He's got that Martinelli thing. And I love Martinelli, but he has to keep it straight. He has to catch it straight in that. You just, the way you lot play, you kind of ants in your pants. You just feel like something's going to happen. Silva, Diaz, Kovacic, O'Reilly is their delivery. Played it to Kevin De Bruyne. Good strength, really. Mazzarari. Even Timber is up there. Shameless. Lewis Kelly's there. 100% Lewis Kelly's there. Wait, who would I say? Lewis Kelly. Shameless Timber. Guardiola if he plays there. Robertson this season. Andy Robertson just for the legacy at Liverpool. I think Fulham's Robertson's been unplayable for large parts of this season. Kirkes, I think you've been good. You always miss someone else. Timber is the best fullback, period. I'm here for it. Best thing you don't know about that vid, I'd rather forget cringeworthy stuff. Now, they say curiosity killed the cat. I'm curious now. Harry Maguire. Still ain't seen the goal. Lenny Euro. What's he done? Dogu. Agate forcing it. What is he doing there? I don't know. I couldn't tell you what he saw. That's one where he would have to tell you what he tried to do there. That was horrible. Whatever that was. Hugo Valleno will become Man City's director of football this summer. And I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Arsenal's director of football. You got clearly a need to do business in the market. When you look at it, yeah, quite a few clubs need to make wholesale changes. Like Arsenal, quote unquote, within the next year we do. Slightly Chelsea have like too many players they have to. United are clearly doing that. There's question marks over a few Liverpool players. Spurs, their squad is dead. Like they've probably got the deadest squad, I would say. Like City's squad is better than theirs. I reckon Arsenal's squad is better than theirs, 100%. Liverpool's squad is better than theirs. They've probably got the deadest out of the traditional top six. I'd rather Newcastle's squad. And they've got young players. And you've got an incompetent manager. DG, don't you think City look predictable? If United had better wing-backs, they'd kill them. But you know what you're going to get from them. Like, we know what Pep's on. We know how City kind of play. 100%. Like, they're playing one way, innit? Kovacic. Oh, are we going to see a goal? Gundogan. Oh, it's a good effort. I don't think the replays will make it as good as it looks. But in real time, damn, why's the TV going to turn off? Standby mode for who? Where's the remote? But that's what Gundogan made a career of at City. Get a yard of space, score a vital goal. It's dead in the replay. You never know. You hit the target against someone like Onana. You never know. Where is it? Standby mode in 30 seconds. Just watch the minute countdown. Sorry, people. I'm still here. Okay, there it is. Turn up the brightness as well. By the way, City have won 24% of their duels. Manchester United 76. Garnacho, I need to sit back down. As I'm about to take my seat. All right, Deluded is squared. Bruno Fernandes. Big chance, people. A big chance goes missing for United. Well, I say missing. It's falling to Casemiro. That will be a shot on target. So that's what's that? One apiece now. Matt, one love, my killie. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Come on. That Ange cup in his ear was funny. Man tried only for that goal to be disallowed. The fan base are done with him. And I would say, Ange, I ain't got time for you crying about VAR because we all said you're going to learn. Remember, yeah? Look at his language now and look at when he first come in the club. Like, people make mistakes, just get on with it, blah, blah, blah. But if I had to sympathize with him, not that I want to sympathize with anything connected to Spurs, I know how it feels, especially with us. Obviously, I'm flattering myself. He's a Premier League manager in it, and I'm just an armchair expert on YouTube. But whether you're a manager, content creator, footballer, CVAR can do you so dirty. I remember when I got clipped up for the, like, what was it? Martinelli set up. Did Martinelli set up Saka? Whatever happened against Fulham away, dashed off my shirt. VAR got done dirty, man. So I hear it because I might have done the same if I was Postecoglou. That must have, like, you can tell he tried. The night before, he defo was watching Jose Mourinho vids. He thought he was one of them. You got to get the job done, though. It would have been wavy if it banged. But then, that just adds to, obviously, from a footballing point of view, there's question marks over Postecoglou. Do you know what the saddest thing is? I actually don't think they should sack him. I think he should be sacked. Life's a contradiction, and that's a contradiction in itself. And I'll explain that in a sec. Garnacho. A game like this year, Man United just need a couple better players. Like, you probably need Ahmad here, and you need some better players because Garnacho's decision making is horrible, man. Dude, you're not gonna lie. I would even take Kevin De Bruyne at Arsenal. Hey, we cannot turn down Kevin De Bruyne in our midfield right now. With the way Arteta's got all these men running up and down, you can do that. He don't have to do no running. Just give him the ball. Declan Rice has got him defensively, full stop. Full stop. We're going to have a striker that drops into midfield anyways. We're going to have a left back that goes into midfield anyways. Saliba and Gabriel are there regulating. Timber's in the cut reading his Bible and just mopping up. Or you might get a fully fit Ben White. Kevin don't have to do that. Get the ball spam. Just fire Saka every time. That's one thing I've been jealous of over the years with Liverpool. That and that, whatever you got to say about Trent as a footballer, get the ball, get him out of feet, set Saka off, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. You see what playing with Saka's like for England. Come live in London, my guy. Living in Madrid's not that good. Come on, man. You really want to go over there? You're not going to be special. Everybody's lit. Our fan base are gassing up Kivio. Imagine what we'll do for you. They've got Kylian Mbappe. We've got Mikel Merino. Kevin De Bruyne, you see, stuff like this, Saka get pierces. Kevin De Bruyne rolling back the years, advancing forward, and then showing us the present day Kevin De Bruyne where he's giving it away. Yeah, you have to learn a new language and whatnot. They've got Vinicius, we've got Marquinhos. They've got Valverde, we've got Lokonga. Come and join the litness. Come on, Trent. On a serious note, Saka is there. Come on. Saka is here. Timber is here. Bro, you don't have to do no defending. Arteta's Buki as well. Play you in midfield for no reason. Organically. I think Madrid are going to do that. In La Liga, he probably, I don't know what the assist record is, but Trent will break that. Ooh. Bruno Fernandes has fouled his international teammate, Bruno, there. Nasty whack for Bruno Fernandes to catch. Anthony's style of football is actually a joy to watch, but him not having a plan B is his downfall. Nah, and that in Spurs is a joy to watch. I like his principles. I think there's deeper problems at Spurs than just Postecoglou. Because I do think if I was a Spurs fan, bro, you can't. I know you know you want to win trophies and do all of that, but realistically, rightly or wrongly, and that's a deeper conversation. You know what Levy's on. That being said, a bit like how I look at my club and all these clubs that cry about money. Still spending money. What do we say? Man still spent 60 million on Richarlison, 65 million on Solanke. If Tell stays permanently, 60 million, there's still been bread. Obviously, it's how you're spending the money as well. Man United have still spent bread. They've been crap generally, but they've still spent bread. It might not be as much as others. Chelsea spent £1 billion in the last year or so. If spending money in it, money helps, of course, 1,000,000%. Seen it with Chelsea, see it with City. But it's how you spend it. If spending bread was everything, Chelsea be winning everything. It's what you're doing with it. Because that's one thing you have to give credit to City. They've spent peas, but more often than not, it's worked out for them. And they've shown the ability. For whatever reason, they were in for Declan Rice, they were in for Jorginho, they're in for Van Dijk. Some of these guys wouldn't have worked, could have been good for them, wouldn't have been good for them. But they've shown an ability to show extreme competencies. They've obviously had signings that hasn't worked out, but their hit to miss ratio is a lot higher. Good talking, boys. DG, who do you think is winning Europa? Let's say Bilbao. Nico Williams, say bye, man. Put on the Arsenal shirt, my brother. Phil Foden. I don't know though, man. I'd hate for United to win it. I'd hate for Postecoglou to win it. But yeah, I think Postecoglou's got his issues, and they got an extremely young squad. I've seen this at Arsenal. You have to wait for them to develop and all of that. And Spurs probably going to get in that scenario, which I hope in that once you train your players, your best players are gone. But Postecoglou's got bare problems. He's shown a lack of adaptability. There's bare issues. I don't think much changes even if they sack the manager. And I think he's also shown enough to say, you know what, maybe he could get some stability if you back him. But it's a weird one because I feel it's different. But there's a lot of, throughout the years, maybe like the first year or two specifically of Mikel Arteta, not saying he could ever do that stuff that Arteta's doing, but just to, like, I'm sure like there's many reasons to keep him and take him away. There's many similarities with the rhetoric. The finals in Bilbao Stadium would be nice for Williams. Imagine losing that though, because imagine like going back to the Bayern Munich thing. You lost to Chelsea in the champs in your own backyard. Champions League final stress in losing anyways, but in your own backyard. In the same way for Chelsea, that's a movie, like absolute movie. This is it, but also spend and give it to a gaffer who's got the tactics and ability to win. Exactly. You can't just spend peas, bro. All Premier League clubs are spending peas, and that's actually it in England. Sorry, I feel in England, that's a very English thing around football. Obviously, you have to spend money, but the first thing is spending money. You could buy 2 left backs, 2 fullbacks, 2 left backs, two left backs, 2 right backs. So you got 4 fullbacks, and they all could be crap. Now you might need to buy some more because they all could have been crap. But again, you know, the first thing is never about coaching or anything like that in this country and working with what you got. End of the first half, unfortunately, we still ain't seen a goal, people. We still haven't seen a goal. You lot have been in top form as you always are. I'm not gonna lie, people. With me starting the stream slightly later, I didn't get time to sort out my refreshment. So give me 2 secs. Let me go get a refreshment, people. I want a drink. And then yeah, man, I'll be back here, people. Give me 2 secs. Smash the like button.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
And we're back, folks. Smash the like button. Let me put this down. What have we made of the first half? What have we made of Premier League football this weekend? Everything, man. We've seen Chelsea. Chelsea obviously beat Spurs this week. There's been a lot of football to talk about. A lot of different talking points, people. I'm sure Morgan Rogers scored yesterday. Love that because he's in my FPL team. Fulham have obviously beaten Liverpool. It means nothing. You see, this is what I mean as Arsenal Football Club, bro. Because we can talk about the draws and the losses and the coulda, woulda, shouldas, but if it was an ideal world, they were running this league down here. There's an alternative universe where I'm like, it's 2-3 points separating Liverpool. I'm vexed that we drew against Everton, but maybe we had to rotate players because we really believe we're going to do what we need to do against Real Madrid. And Liverpool have dropped points against Fulham. Like, bro, oh, man. Unfortunately. What shall be, eh? What shall be, shall be. But big up you lot. You're in top form as you normally are, people. Let me put this down there. And what's your halftime refreshments? I can't lie, people. You're not going to have to forgive me. It was a nice day, man. You can have a chalk ice, essentially. Big up you lot. Big up the deluded delegates. Hey, That's a good name for the mods, man. Like the stream people for the boy. Come on. Deluded delegates. Love that. Literally that. There's a world where we beat West Ham and the whole title race is different. This is what I'm saying, but this is how it feels for the last 3 years. It's just imaginary scenarios at best. I want to be out in a parade in North London with you lot, man, for the years of hurt, man, for the years of... And forget the fans, man, for a sec. Saka of all people, you flipping deserve it. I remember that tweet, Arsenal fans, you deserve better, when he's on the floor and that lit. Can't lie, there is, I'm not saying I want, and I don't want to, we can if you want, about Odegaard being the captain and all this, and many people would say, you know what, Rice and Gabriel, I hear that, you're right. But what about Bukayo? Who is the person in the stream in Barbados right now? Not sure what you mean, bro. Come, hey, DJ, you can hear it. Damn, pause. Appreciate you, though. Williams winning the Europa, announcing he's leaving, then joining us a month or two later. We'll be there. And I must admit, I was thinking about this today, you know. Beyond the obvious, we want players. We want players in early. But when you start to look at next season, Havertz is going to be fit for the start of next season, but he's playing catch up. Saka's still, don't get twisted, he's still recovering from his hamstring injury. I don't mean that in a negative way, and I'm not even talking about how that affects his performance, is good or bad. That's literally it. He's been passed off fit and he's doing all right, but he's still in the rehab kind of stage. That might tick over to next season. There's even rumors Jesus is going to be back for the start of preseason. I don't know how true that is, but it might have just been the case. But these guys are not going to be fully there, and we're not necessarily going to hit the ground running in that regards. Now, DJ, I'm giving credit to Ange and not Spurs. I stand on what I say. If you want to shoot me for it, do your thing, bro. You might backdoor, I suppose, one day, man. If we didn't have our 4 best attackers injured at the same time, we would have won the league. I hear you, bro, and you're not wrong, but everybody's been fit and we've equally not won stuff. And also, we also have to consider what actually happened. And you're not wrong, but what actually happened is we're not celebrating anything. Like, I'm tired of the ifs and buts. And I'm not saying you all about the talking points. It's just want to get over the line now, man. Ben White still recovering as well. So that's even more reason to get people in. We don't know who's going to start at left back next season. Gabriel Magalhaes is still going to be recovering. Probably got to be a bit cute and clever with Timber. Again, if we can with the ACL. New players are going to have to bed in. Partey's not going to be here. Who's going to be the long-term partner for Rice? And how are they going to gel? Oh, no. Martin Odegaard, my hot take is I think Odegaard needs surgery or some minor surgery. I think he's had it already. I'm sure he's had some surgery this season. That's no cop-out for his form and whatnot. I just think that. Saka does Prems, Champs, Ballon d'Or. Give me an international trophy as well. I want us to remember him the same way we remember Henry. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna remember Saka like Henry, but I hear you. He needs to go down in folklore. Uncomfortable conversations. Is he the best Highland talent? I know you've got a legendary centre-half. I won't even utter his name in these conversations, especially when I'm playing devil's advocate with that legend. Jack Wilshere as well. Odegaard's been so bad that man thinks he needs surgery. Man's guy's just crap. Nah, Odegaard ain't crap. Well, he might need to fix up. He might be a bit soft, but you can't say Odegaard's crap. You can't say Odegaard's crap. Soft, fair weather footballer, not playing to the standard we need him. And I don't like to do the on his day stuff. Sorry, people, this is nice. I don't like to do the on his day stuff and all that, but on his day, blood. Odegaard's cold, man. Odegaard's cold. Maybe you shouldn't be this important to the side. Maybe you should be a player in our team that gets a fair amount of football. But bloody good. And I must admit, yeah, some of you are shameless, man, because, bro, like, some of you are changing up very quickly on Martin, you know. very quickly. Like, I'm not saying don't ask questions, but some of you are remixing. These man does us 10-2 on aggregate twice, and he's wearing their kit. My prick. A lot, man. I'm just spending 5 minutes, shit, man. Come on, man. It's a nice day meeting at ice cream. Loving life right now. It's calm. I was at the stadium in Wembley when they beat Dortmund. I got Dortmund shirt as well. Ain't nothing. There's a chicken ice cream. Oh, sorry, people, man. I had to. Odegaard with a dynamic front three who are playing well in front of him gets assists. We've been just dead up top. The only thing that pees me off with Odegaard beyond the others, yeah, I'm not a fan of the pulling out of 50-50s. This game is further evidence of how little quality is in the Prem now. So many workers and few true footballers. Dortmund ain't us 10-2. Not even Barca sourced us 10-2. It's nice weather in the UK, man. Don't know how to act. Yeah, trust me. No one does that like the British. The minute I see some hot weather, blood, what are we doing? Are we drinking? Are we going? Are we having a barbecue? People start sunbathing. We don't know how to act, man. We don't know how to act. And we're annoyed. We're annoying. When it's winter, we cry for the sun. When it's sun, some people, not me, cry for the winter. We get a bit couple. You give us 3-4 days of the sun, we start getting angry that it's here. And on like, if you give us 4 days, the 5th day it rains, we're vexed that it's here, that the rain's here now. You can't please us in that regard. And then sometimes, I mean, not so much. We have weird days, man. Like, I know I'm not making this up. People in the UK, let me know I'm not bugging, but there'll be days like, let's just say from 7 a.m. to 1, it's mad hot. Then it's cold, and then it's hailstorms. Like, it's not making no sense, man. Odegaard gets the ball during a promising transition, and instead of running at the vendors, he starts spinning around like a dog chasing its tail. The guys that prefer Winter, especially in the UK, are top 10 weirdest people on this earth. Bro, Winter's nasty, man. Winter's nasty. The only thing I'll give Winter, only thing Winter has over summer is when it's time to go to your bed. It's not humid. It's not horrible. You can go to your bed. When it's very hot, like in the United Kingdom, I'm actually streaming as well because maybe not so much now, but I've normally got lights on as well. Going to bed is easier. DG finally got a reply from Ashanti and he's acting a fool. I wouldn't know how to act it. I wish that was true, man. Talk it into existence. Ashanti. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a stream and she said, "Oh, let's go on a date," forget it. Where I'm have to be like, "Sorry, guys, there's no Manchester Derby watching them." The sundresses make man forget it. I just don't crash a car pre and babes this summer, people. The maxi summer is summer. Carnival. We not talk too much and too tough. Ashanti's pregnant. Oh man. That's what makes her happy. Come to South Africa. Bro, no. South Africa. I wish I could talk with you lot, reading in between the lines. But yeah, big up Odegaard. No, Odegaard, as much as I rate him, his performances have been dead. Has been like the dead grub on a night out. Let's not rewrite history. He's been poor. If Arsenal get a lot of injuries again next season, it's going to be excuses. FC again, winners win, losers explain. Unfortunately, that's true. Right, let me rephrase. Odegaard is crap in a 10. Would have been much better playing deeper. I hear it. I want to see Havertz hitting the upper body instead of sat at home stroking his donkey down. 11 draws is unacceptable. I can't lie, hurts every time it's mentioned. And some of the draws you take with the games, I'll take them. But in a day and age of fine margins, it does make you think, what if we killed the games against Brighton ×2, regardless of the refereeing decisions? What if we just held on against Liverpool? What if the defending in the build-up play for Neto's goal, what me doesn't happen against Chelsea? The most unacceptable draw of them all, we've got to be real, is Aston Villa. You go 2 goals up, don't know what's going on there. Fulham as well. Fulham's up there, you know. You wonder about VAR. You wonder about, because I'm sure when was it Jimenez who scored and Kivio was on the pitch. That was their first anything in an attacking sense. You just wonder. You wonder if you had an ability to break down low blocks, what probably would have been the case against Everton at home, let alone all the talking points of our trip to Goodison yesterday. I wish. Just South African girl blessed, man. Very blessed. Very, very. He's our captain and chief creator. 2 goals, 4 assists is diabolical. It's true, but I also believe second half season begin. Not a cop out for anybody at this club, but I just believe even Saka. I think there's a 10% discount on how we play attacking football because of how what Arteta sets them up to do in an attacking sense, and me believing there's a lot he needs to do from a coaching front. I think everybody's attacking performances has to naturally be discounted. See my days, you're a horrible guy, Oh, have ever been drunk called with a girl singing that song in the background? Toxicity. You'll be very mad. The Villa 2-2 was after the United Cup game, and that was when I lost faith. So the draw didn't even hit me. I was just sat there staring into the oblivion. It gets dark, man. It gets dark. I don't think DG listens to new music like Little Baby and NBA Youngboy. Why are you slandering me? I'm a big fan of Little Baby. Little Baby is one of my favorite rappers of all these new age ones, and I'll hold my hands up. I used to diss NBA Youngboy. I used to diss him. I used to say his music is for people that eat crayons, or them little kids that, you see them little kids that put crayons up their nose and they're like, yeah, he's not going to be the smartest tool in the box when he's older, is he? I think that's what I used to say. But then I actually started listening. I was like, you know what, NBA Youngboy, I apologize, man. This is why in life you should give everybody a chance. Because when I gave him a chance, I was like, all right, cool. I got a couple good bangers, man. Second half has kicked off. What song is it? I was listening to it today. Where is it? Where is it? Untouchable. Yeah, Untouchable. Banger. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. Young boy got a massive cult following. Bro, it's crazy, bro. His streams are crazy. But that's a lesson to every. That's what you need, man. Like, you need supporters like that, bro. You lot smash the like button. This is what we need, man. Same way you lot found we can find millions of people like us. Let me not exaggerate with millions, but millions, and we could grow and go and go and go and go. Yeah, Untouchables bang, a banger. Hips like a novel. They just keep going. There's nothing like a back, man. Back over any day. But then it's something different as well, bro. God bless women, man. Carti was low-key the other way around for me. I liked a few bits on the album, but majority was just like, Playboy Carti. Is Playboy Carti the one, or is it Little Yacht? I always get these new ones mixed up. Whichever one has that song, Push Me to the Edge. All my friends are dead. It sounds mad singing them lyrics, but it's a banger. Manchester United, even what's the other one, man? Melly. I like Melly. Young boy's been falling off though. Needs to put the drugs down. That's Uzi. See, I don't know them youths. I don't know them. Yeah, trust me. Yachty, Uzi, whichever one. Him, that song's cold. I don't know these guys, bro. But all these musicians, they all look and sound the same. There's no originality. They all look the same. They all little this. Like there's like a million littles. That's a great term for ideas. Maya Jam has got to be watching this game. You done that for no reason. But anyways, what can City look to do here? Doesn't look like there's too many options for Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne appealing off to the right-hand side. The O'Reilly guy. He's done well, to be fair, to find Marmoush. Phil Foden! Good tackle. If that is not a pen, that's a brilliant tackle by Mazawari. Foden's not appealing for a pen. He's asking for a corner. I thought he got a tackle there. Foden, AK-47. The gun jammed. Just how good City are. Because how did they touch a fortune, but how did that happen? Yeah, that's... Sure, yeah, it is a corner. Phil Foden, one of the million years. Yeah, I don't know. Man United got Mazawari to thank for that one. He doesn't do that. There ain't issues. These new age rappers wearing nail varnish is bookie. But they're doing that for mind games, man, because that's all now part of being a rapper. You gotta do weird stuff, be weird, gimmicks and that. Even the TikTok thing. And in a weird way, it's good because it, especially the United Kingdom, people that really, let's be honest, don't get out of their block or their area. They don't interact with people of different, just different circles and whatnot. The TikTok thing has helped them do that, get out of your comfort zone because you need to. If you're a rapper, bread the Neeks. Why do you really think they big up? Is it what's the guy that does? I put my heart in this. If you don't want to be around, don't you? Big him up. They just know it makes it go mad. It's like Lowski, smart. Like the lines are very close between music, football, and culture. All the musicians want to be footballers, and all the footballers want to be musicians. I'm sure the same is in America. So you make a song talking about Cole Palmer, slick Kevin De Bruyne's cross. I think it was horrible in all truth. Now Central C is good, man. I like Central C. I don't know. Pardon me. I don't know why he gets a lot of slander. And it pees me off when people call him an industry plant. Because he's not. He's been around for time. It's just when you pop up overnight, everyone just thinks you just popped out of nowhere. You've been putting in the work for time, but such is life, man. Foden tripped a little. But I'm more interested in talking gal in this game. Go ahead, man. We speak about everything. Oh, I know now why I'm on this. There was no trenches this week. Shout out Trench to follow Fabs on TV. Yeah, I think Dean and Justy had things to do, man. Bernardo Silva. Still can't believe we ain't seen a goal. Is that about to change? Gundogan finds O'Reilly. What are you gonna do? Can he put a decent delivery in the box? He can, just to a Manchester United shirt. Gundogan retrieves it. What a player. That DG and rants me. Oh, that kills me. I still get at it about that to this. Someone commented that on my YouTube channel like the other day as well. Still brought up. How did that become a meme? Like, how did that become a meme? It kills me. The Carti album did crazy numbers, but that's like obviously numbers are everything. But unfortunately, because you could say if the more numbers, more people are viewing and etc. But unfortunately, that's where life is, bro. Man, don't talk about the art of a football anymore. This one's got bare stats. This musician is better than this one because he's got bare streams. This YouTube channel is better because they got bare streams. Like, this is like, it's not about art anymore. It's not about, they'll tell you authenticity wins, and you do win in some regards. They'll say authenticity wins and all that kind of malarkey. And it's all poetry and romantic and this and that. But it's not true, is it? It's clearly not true in life. Because you could argue Central C's music was better when he weren't this phenomenon that he is now. Man, know the system, they know the play, they know how it makes sense. You know where to put your music and what to do. And that's just not him. That's just the belly of the beast. So authenticity clearly doesn't win anymore. It's never won. I can't lie. Rance, his thumbnail creator, his jokes. He does some decent work. Nasty guy, is it? Shout out Dave, man. But why did it? I'd love to meet whoever made it. I mean, how did it become that dog of Man United? I don't know how Man United haven't scored. I thought they were about to score, then I saw Hodgson. And he's probably the best defender in that box now for Manchester City. Completely off topic, yeah. But that I shouldn't have said that. Who did Nicholas Bentner at the Emirates? I know he did at Barcelona, but there was a shot. We was about to score and Bentner saved it off the line. You definitely did that, Bentner. But then our fans want to call you Lord Bentner. Bentner, I don't even know why I mentioned you. DG wouldn't like my music. I don't rap about chains or having shootouts at McDonald's. Allow it. What, are you a rapper? I got like sometimes some of you lot say I'm a big fan. There's rappers and that. Someone DM me on Instagram. Their video was actually good. I was like, let me put my channel. Weak effort by Kevin De Bruyne. And don't slander me. I like my favorite genre of music is actually R&B. It's actually R&B. But they don't make good R&B anymore. They might not make good women anymore because I wouldn't do it, but I couldn't like. What sort of gal were there for guys to be in the rain singing "Rain, Let Me Down"? Like it was crazy. Like I couldn't do that. It's like, bro, a shorty. It's nostalgic, man. Like R&B is just. It's nice music for one. That was when I think it was a bit of authenticity. It's all about numbers. That's when the video gal actually looked nice, or the musician actually looked nice. Now it's BBL, tattoos, and I'm not against none of that. Definitely not. We were multifaceted here, people. But there's no authenticity again. He's putting on for us fullbacks, and Edison somehow saved the cross come shot, but them stepovers. I can't laugh. I don't do stepovers anymore. Edison collects. I don't do stepovers anymore. I did stepovers and scored once in Power League. And my friend said, bro, why are you jumping over the ball? Like, you do stepovers like William. You think I had the confidence to do that again? Crazy. Marmoush probably should have played it to Kevin De Bruyne. I thought Mazawari pushed him there. Gundogan. Iwobi is better than Trossard. Let go Fulham today, huh? Man, don't even know R&B like the 90s kids. R&B rap. Rap as well, because I just feel rap is authentic. There's many different versions of raps. I'm not gonna lie, I do like ignorant music. You're gonna dance. I got it in the Diaz. I bang him, punch him up, man. Bang him. This game used to mean something. If I described it as handbags, the game's gone mad. Ocean Wisdom, underrated UK rapper. I've never heard, respectfully, Tim, I've never heard of him, but he's got to be one of those conscious guys. Like, probably says there's homeless people in the streets, but we pay taxes to the royal family and like he's one of them, man, isn't it? That's not really my thing. So yeah, man. But yeah, no a shorty slander. Seeing these chicks' behavior at the Usher concert. Nah, but hey, even that. I mean, I wouldn't go to an Usher concert personally, but I hear it. But yeah, I wish I was one. Listen, my first dream was to be a footballer. If I couldn't, I would have loved to be the rapper like 50 Cent. If not that, looking back, I'd have loved to have just the ability to sing. Chris Brown, Usher, I won't say his name. My man did the mad thing. He's away now. Away now. Crazy guy. Imagine being able to sing must be a cheat code. Imagine that. Like, bro, bro. It's the craziest of cheat codes. DG, you should make a new channel called DG Talks Girls. No, I don't know not enough about women. Sorry, I'm stuttering because I don't have enough confidence to say this. I definitely can't disclaim. I'm a very shy guy. Auntie was at the Usher concert, bro. Now the BBL-ish looks. It all depends, man. Because some BBLs, for natural, some BBLs, some are ridiculous. More what we see in America. Some are ridiculous. But this is unfortunately the culture now. I say the saddest case, yeah, for me is Lil Kim. I know some people have their reasons for plastic surgery and all those things. Still 0-0, by the way, people that I'm not privy to and whatnot. But Lil Kim, you was to what you are now. Docu's coming on. Phil Foden's coming off. Agenda, baby. Agenda, Mr. 47. I was the best player in the Premier League last year. 0-0 and that. 1 year we keep working. It's going to get uncomfortable. First international tournament from Parma. Did very well. Whatever Euros it was, you dyed your hair gold. Grealish ended up being the poster boy. I don't even need to speak about Saka for England. Raheem Sterling for England as well, even. Rashford. When has Phil Foden done it? When has he ever been a leader? It's a transitional period for City. A couple people have left off the field. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne has announced his departure. Foden now needs to be the leader. Kevin De Bruyne is dusted. It's time catches up with everyone, man. Agenda. Obviously, you know I like Foden, but agenda. Singing's bro. Imagine if you could sing. Cheat code. Can get away with foolishness. You know, Gallia as well. They listen to them. They like the lyrics of the song. You could have done a madness. Foden, stinker and hooked. And that's another thing I find funny with the social media, stinker and hooked. Mazawari's ball, doggy. Oh, I thought he was about to score. It's an important header by, I believe, Nunes, the makeshift right back for City. It's a good ball, I believe, from Bruno Fernandes. I actually thought he was going to work Edison. It's a good ball. He's onside. It's actually a good run. It's a very important header by Nunes. Singing gets girls, but the number one skill is human fellas trust. Yeah. 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 Woo! You just need to have personality, not that. Like, just be yourself, man. But singing would help, though. Like, singing would help. And then, like, the best thing must be in a singer, because you got a one, it's wavy because you got a woman fan base, and two, you like, bro, it's women who are gonna buy your merchandise and do all of that sort of stuff. Like, just from a marketing point of view, like, the man, are not gonna go to your concert. Some might go because they want to find things, or some might go because they whatever, or some might go because, yeah, which you don't want that. Boy, I wouldn't see Saka subbed in. I wouldn't see, boy, don't ever compare. Man was saying put Saka left back. Gary Neville still saying we should build the team around Foden. People like the illusion of what Phil Foden is at this moment in time versus then the illusion of what he could be rather than what he actually is. There's a reason more often than not you don't really see him playing as an 8 for Pep. And there's a reason Southgate remained, playing him out wide. Agenda, baby. On a real DG though, it's almost the norm nowadays for young ones to be enticed on social media, not so much the internet. It depends what you're enticed by. Because obviously, I would say with the internet, full stop, things in your face, like targeted ads, like the ad thing is crazy. Like you're targeted certain ads and products and things of that ilk. Your phone, actually, your iPhone, like with the locational settings, there's certain things as well. But at the same time, you just have to, how far does that go though? Because at what point do you, obviously it is, and they're impressionable, like, especially with all that red pill content where, so you're right, but how far does that go before you just have to use your common sense? I like the Nacho's boots. I don't really like the way he's playing in them, though. His boots are wavy. Kovacic, galloping forward. There's not really any City players. Doku, apologies. It's a boring game. You don't need to have humor or be able to sing to get girls. Some of you just don't have no game. I do think you need humor. You just have to naturally, you ain't got to be Richie Pryor, but you naturally have to make people laugh. And why I would say that is psychologically. Pardon me, if someone can make you laugh frequently, you're going to like speaking. You're going to obviously like speaking to them. That makes you comfortable. How do people get to relationships? Because they're comfortable with each other at some point. So you do kind of need it. But sorry, Marcel, the Callum Sugar. Everybody get their notepads out so we can learn from Marcel, who gets waved at 6:45 in the morning. Doggy tries to square it. Oh, is that handball? Did that hit a hand? Manchester United fans are appealing. I can't blame them. I don't think it did. But you never know. DG Kendrick or Drake. I think Kendrick, I'd rather listen to Kendrick, but I'd rather listen to Drake. Like 10 for 10 songs I'll put on for 10. I'd rather listen to 10 Drake songs. I can't lie. Kendrick's too creative and it's the ad-libs and whatnot. I don't think I have 10 Kendrick tracks I like, I'll be real. Which is probably a lie because I could sit through a whole album in that, but I couldn't tell you 10. Big up, Shy. Big up yourself. Big up the mods. You didn't beat Fulham. Well, you didn't beat Everton and you're winning the league anyways. If you can make her laugh and giggle, you can make, you're mad. I don't know about that part. I don't know. Virgin. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. This game's dead, isn't it, really? I don't believe this is 0-0. I hear it and I'm the same, but then I do because there's not really been any quality. Both teams have kind of huffed and puffed and gone through the motions when they can, but there's not really been any clear-cut chances. The best one is probably Phil Foden, but when it actually means something, Phil Foden doesn't ever deliver. 47 for what reason? He's a rebel. But he'll score against an already relegated Southampton. I get a trick and he'll do his gunman celebration. He's so cool. He's so amazing. Man United have been the better team. Yeah, I've been hiding after all the running up my mouth I've been doing. you're a nicer person than me, because at the end of the day, you're still about to walk the league. Jokes are great if you want a wife, but singing is great if you're looking for action. Well, can mix and blend, man. Can mix and blend. Yeah, we should have stayed humble, eh? Stay humble. Don't worry. Next season, you lot falling off. 3-2. To be fair, this season Fulham have somewhat been the bogey team for Liverpool, because the game at your place at Anfield was crazy. I'm sure it was at Anfield. Well, Fulham have been an annoying team for everyone this season, my team especially. I know we didn't batter them, but we beat them. But last 2 years, they've derailed what they can derail. Even if you can sing, the number one thing women can't stand is boredom, make her laugh, and be a challenge. Yeah. In my experience, should I be honest, I think women like the complete opposite to what they say sometimes. Like, because I take myself. I mean, no, what I mean by that is, yeah, and women like to have their cake and eat it, because I've been in situations where a girl will tell you, I might say I'll make you laugh, and then you say, Mamush, saved by Mamush, you say I make you laugh, and then you say, when I laugh, when you're trying to tell me something, and you say you take everything for a joke, you knew what this is. That's how I think women are. You knew what I was like. I clearly laugh all the time. I think that's how you lot are. I think they like a bit of toxicity. That doesn't mean be a twat, but I don't think I'm not nice. Well, I'm a good person. I'm not nice. I don't think women like nice guys. Like, because I see people do it. It doesn't bang, but yeah, we're going left. Muniz destroyed Van Dijk. Like, I'll find a way to make that work. To be fair, I've never seen a man get yelled by singing, but I'm sure I could add singing into my bag of chips. I've never seen it, but just based on Usher, and there must be youths out there. It depends what kind of singing as well. I'm not talking about them dons that get nose rings, them guys that can sing. Like, you gotta be doing the Usher, Chris Brown things. Women 100% like a sprinkle of toxicness. See, that's shy. She's a woman. They do love it, love it, love it. They love it. They get off on it. It makes certain things great. They get off on it. Women will always find a way to start arguing. I would say the most annoying thing about women is you just don't know when to stop. Like, arguing with, I remember at 19 years of age said I will never argue with a woman ever again, purely because it is big up the women, but you'll lose your common sense. They're replying to reply, not to understand. Have to hear it out. They've just got energy for talking and arguing and whatnot without any logic. They don't want to hear it. It becomes kind of gaslight, and it's all about, even if you've got a point and you're actually the one that's actually in the right and you're the quote unquote victim, it gets spanned or attempts to do that. I just think men are more logical, personally. Tupac had a nose ring. Was he a fake thug? Unpopular opinion. Tupac's probably as much as Tupac was a revolutionary, and that a lot of the problems that Tupac experienced became because you weren't a gangster, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. You was cosplaying. Like, let's be all right. God bless his soul, but let's be real. Tupac weren't a hitter. You started gravitating around hitters, and I'm not saying you was a pussy, but you started becoming like Ja Rule the same. You weren't like that. You weren't a punk, but you overdo that. Anyone that knows, you know who Tupac was maneuvering around with and whatnot. I also wished I would meet a man that could dance, hold a little two-step in a while. Happy wife, happy life. I mean, if you can't dance, that's mad. What breakdancing? That's crazy. Watch Tupac's high school interview. You can't tell me that man wasn't acting. He was a little zesty. Tupac was a revolutionist. You were someone that was clearly smart and well-revealed, and you was a man. Like, you was a man. If you felt hard done by, you would stand up for yourself and all of that. But then you fed in. You thought you was a gangster, like. And gangsters don't live long. And that's something I love about the Don't Get Twisted. I love Belly, Paid in Full, all these things, yeah. But it's like these things are held in high regards. But it's like, as a culture, man don't learn the lessons. We all do it. We'll all put up the Money Mitch pictures. How did it end for him in the movie? Like, how does it end for Scarface? How does it end for a lot of people? I do need to come essay. Men need to get better at pretending like they're listening and not rising to everything that comes out of a woman's mouth. You can't win, because if you reply, is it going to be 1-0? No, it's not, because if you reply, you've already lost for reasons I've said. If you think, yeah, let me call it, It don't make sense to two people kind of doing that. Let me try to be the cool head. They just keep going for one. And also, now you don't care because you're not replying. You can't win. Me, I just shut off. I was like, okay. And then even that comes across as being blasé. So they get mad again. Yeah, man, big up women. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's mad. DG is going to find his Maya Jam on. You're going mad. I'm not going on this Arsenal dating thing. Why do people keep spreading that rumor? What's your take on Cecil Regis DG for those who are unaware of his impact within the game and society? So, short and sweet, Jordan. A legend. O'Reilly, are you going to hit it? Squares it. It's stood up. It's hooked clear by Man United. Oh, offside. Thought the pen shot was going to go. Man, Tupac went a bit too far, dropped, hit him up, and there was no going back. Exactly. Like, you started doing all of that. Tupac's biggest issue is slightly like what happened to King Von. Like, unfortunately, you're doing the tough stuff. And don't matter how, like, tough people don't last. That don't matter how, well, they do, but it don't matter how tough and gangster you are. The smart man or woman lasts. When to fight, who to fight. Even if you know this isn't someone to fight, and I might need to fight him, this might not be the best time to do that. How do I do it when the odds are in my favor? Generally speaking. That's why in my life, like some of the most violent people I know and all of that, well, knew and I know and all of that, you wouldn't think that. They'll help your mum with the groceries, they'll do all of that. Like they will say, like, they're very well-mannered. It takes a lot to go to that. Why? Because once you cross certain barriers, and even that, why do you think half of the martial arts dons that you know, like, you might see some middle-aged, upper-class, well-spoken geezer. He's, yes, please, sir. He's not trying to start nothing. He's even trying to evade it by running away. But once it becomes clear you can't do that, wrists are getting broken, all of these things. I ain't qualified in martial arts, but when you just listen to anyone that does boxing or any of that and all them teachers, they can do, you know, kick down doors and jump in the sky and flying kicks and do crazy things. But the first thing they say is to run away, you know. That's actually what all the martial arts say. Oh, God, take volleys. I thought he magged. It's gone wide. I got scouted for married at first sight twice. I said no, got an email about Pop the Balloon last month. If they're paying bread, you might as well go do it, bro. If they're paying bread, go do it. For the bread. I'm not on going on this Arsenal dating show, but if there's a check there, yeah, we'll go on that. Let me see who would be on that. Brownings. Cameron was great and paid in full. Surprised he didn't do more acting. Trust, I think that about him. And in the UK, I'd say that about Scorcher, to be fair. Højlund and Agate are coming off. Mason Mount and Joshua Zirkzee are coming on. Wouldn't surprise me if them two have a hand in a goal. Smash the like button if you haven't. No, don't touch those dating shows. Expands the planet, man. I see Channel 4. I see the work Channel 4 is doing. That kids thing, I don't, man. If the red's there. Going culture is not something that people should try to be. Look at Jay Morant trying to ruin his career and trying to be one. And there's also some, unfortunately, a lot of people get into a position, and unfortunately, you see a lot with these rappers, like, you can't do both. You're either going to do the music or you're going to keep living. But a lot of people want to half do it. You want to be the king of the castle. You want to go there, get the riches it's got to offer, and still be around certain scenarios. You kind of have to pick. Do I want to do the music? Do I want to do the rap? At some point, and there is a catch-22 because you know, I'd imagine it's very difficult to not go back to what you know. And it's all fun and games saying move away from everything you've ever known, and you have all this money, but you're alone in another town, a different reality. Jack Grealish is coming on, but that's what needs to happen. It catches up with you. Zerkamp, we're not, brother. Women say they hate toxicity, then they say they say they need drama, then they say they want peace, but can't stand nonchalant men. These girls are confused. You're natural. My best advice when it comes to women, don't ever think it can't happen to you, and just always be prepared to walk away, bro. Like, because I know some men that put up with nonsense, bro. Big up DG. What's this game saying? Nah, nothing. United have probably been the better team. Don't think either team's come close to really and truly scoring. If it ends as a draw, I think it's on brand. It'd be a shame. But you ain't missing nothing. Life is about balance and not being perceived. But unfortunately, you're right. You're always going to be perceived. Like you're always going to be judged. People are going, everybody's judging at every point via various things. If you walk into a room, or like if I go into a party, for example, you're immediately going to look around the room. What's the safest place to stand? Where can I stand? This one looks like a threat. This girl looks nice. That one, this man, that. This person looks beaky. That one don't. You're always judging. It's just about, I would say, I'd add on to that. It's just about knowing yourself, bro. Because if you ultimately going to die, if you care about people's opinions too much, and you also have to care to a degree, you can't live in both worlds. But if you care too much, you're never going to be happy, bro. You're never going to be happy. Unfortunately, you can't please everyone all of the time, bro. Like, if I find a cure for cancer today, like breast cancer, sorry for any PTSD and whatnot, or I raise 100,000 million billion pounds for breast cancer, most people are going to say, you know what, that's big, one love and that. But equally, oh, but he didn't do it for skin cancer. He didn't do it for that. He didn't do it for this. He didn't do it for that and the other. Like, how many musicians and celebs do we see do bare things and then people still draw them out? People talk too much. That's the biggest issue. Gundogan and O'Reilly have come off. Rico Lewis has come on as well as Grealish. People, I think O'Reilly done all right, man. Men spend more time complaining about their bank accounts. Men spend more time complaining about their bank accounts and blaming women for their misfortune. Anyone who blames women for their misfortunes is a dickhead. Like, unless she's, I don't know, cleared out your accounts or done something to you directly. Nah, that's an idiot. I just think everybody, for men, just be yourself, be prepared for hardship, carry yourself, not with, I'm not even talking about this new age masculine men and all that kind of crap that we see, but I do think there's too much feminine youths out here. I think you have to carry yourself as a man, you know. I think you have to. I think you have to be prepared for conflict to a degree. Like, you have to have manners. You have to help the least people that can't help you, and you have to, like an old lady across the street, all of those kind of things. I do think you have to stand up for those people that can't stand up for themselves as well, because there's other men that can't do that as well, and just keep it moving, bro. And actually, the worst, I like to watch trash content, but I would say all that men versus women and women versus men, and we hate men and we hate women and all that kind of, bro, it's just BS, man. It's just BS. A man said we'll reject you at the gym. Shout out Top Blue for that timeless story. I big up my regular. I big up Top Blue. He's a legend for that. He's a legend for that. Worst Manchester derby I've ever seen. Boy, in terms of quality for the neutrals, it definitely is, man. It needs to end in draw. I don't care for who, because to be fair, I don't like City. I mean, I don't like the set players generally, man. Like, not the club, not the fans, not the manager, your players, man. I just think there's some certified. You know where I'm going with this, and I think you have been against Arsenal for a while, man. If you work less than 2 jobs or 60 hours and expect a woman to go 50-50 with you, you're a bum. Wait. If you work less than 2 jobs or 60 hours and expect a woman to go 50-50 with you, you're a bum. 50-50 in what regards? Just so I know the context. If you really want to destroy your bank account, get in a stable relationship. You know what it is? When I was in a relationship, I don't mind spending bread, bro. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, it is nice for food to cost me about £12.85 rather than whatever. Like, yeah, it is. Facts, bro. You can't let opinions of others affect you, and in the end, you could become a stronger person. It's a double-edged sword. Like, take me. Obviously, to be fair, YouTube's probably weird. There's probably people that don't like, say they hate my content, can't stand me. They're probably subscribed, like, and whatnot. But generally, you need more people to like you, in it. Like, the more you, obviously, we're growing every day, and eventually we're going to get to 70K. That means more people like me. So obviously, there is a degree of validation or whatever reason you like me, or for whatever it would be that. But at the same time, I can't live or die by people's opinions. You lot could tell me I'm great. Oh, big save. Mason Mount, shots ricochets. United might rob this. Bruno Fernandes. The lot. City living dangerously. Like, yeah, for the next 7 days, you lot can tell me how amazing I am. I'm great. And let's assume I live by opinions, like they make or break me. I'm happy as Larry. I'm the best. The next 7 days, you lot can tell me I'm fucking shit. And and now the next 7 days, I'm depressed. They weren't offering bread, just exposure. They weren't offering bread, just exposure. Yeah, dead. Unless you're trying to be in that kind of lane, man. Just be a man. The women want instructions, not rigid instructions. And other times it's just about hearing no words, then helping. But the girl just want instructions. I hear it, yeah. Facts. But again, what I would say as well, to follow, you have to lead, you have to be able to follow. The best leaders in general have to be good followers. And yeah, you do have to be understanding. But I would say women like me, if I even tell my friends, like, if you're sad about something, not me, I'd have a problem with me, I'm not on the crying thing. But if you need to cry or whatever, feel sorry for yourself, do that. But at some point, it has to move beyond feeling sorry for yourself. Like me, I'm all on listening to, like, if I was in a relationship with a woman's problems and stuff, but at some point, solution now. Because what's gonna be the case? Like, if there was a 2-week window to fix this problem, crying every day ain't gonna help it. But if you at some point look to find a solution, you're probably more likely to get out of it. I'm not gonna lie, United are smelling blood, and I reckon in hindsight they're feeling a bit hard done by. They ain't won this. It's been a stink fest. Do not get that twisted. But in the second half, all I'm seeing is United breaking. And I said it at the beginning. I don't know about long term, but I think in games like this, you just need better attackers, bro. Like, look at what Garnacho's doing. Look at what he's doing. DG, you need to get back on Twitch for some FM streams or FIFA streams. Soon, land, my guy. I'm like Marmite. Some love me, some hate me, but I focus on the people that matter the most, and I'm good. I hear it, man. Never approach a girl at the gym. Worst place to do it. I'd be too scared for that, bro. Yeah, man. Just allow it, bro. I do think it's weird. Oh, cut the track. There's a pen shout. Kovacic says no. City don't normally get these against them. I'm sure VAR will have a look. Men are confused. Women put up with too much. I'm not gonna lie. I do think women put up with bare things. I do think you lot put up with a lot of nonsense. I'm outside in it, so I'm the wrong guy to, bro. You're gonna grow up soon. Bro. You're gonna, like, the streets are dead, man. They're cursed, man. They're cursed. One thing I've come to appreciate is that pimps understand women the best. The rest of the man them just pretended. I shouldn't even laugh, but how did we get there? Tupac and Big were industry plants, trap black culture in all this nonsense, gang. Damn. Casemiro's down, by the way. This game's been dead. As my girl said, be a challenge, keep her off balance. You'll be like a drug to her. Read The Art of Seduction, people. And that could be used in relationships. That could be used in... Because when people hear seduction, they just think a woman trying to get a man naked or a man trying to impress a girl out of it to take off her drawers and that. But seduction is used in work. Like, it can be used in a personal space. There's many different... Just read The Art of Seduction, people. Where I'm from, these girls don't care if you're funny or not. You could know personality, but as long as you're getting some bread and you can dress, you're in the door. Money does get you out of some situations. Thing is, Drake has still run a good track or two, but Kendrick has been on a stinking run for a while. The way his music has turned since the diss tracks. I find, I think Kendrick's better than Drake. But I just know for a fact, like, it's a hot day. I know I could run decent Drake tunes, like 10 of them. 50-50 while dating is crazy. I'd rather eat Mackie D's than go no bull 50-50. At least that man can budget and be real and confident. I hear that. For me, isn't about what you can provide, it's how much you prioritize. I hear that. You know what? Most girls are like that. To be fair, man. Like, obviously, girls like nice things and going into nice places, but if a girl actually likes you, I can't lie. Girls are on stupidness. They're on silly things like, I don't know, let's just go for a walk. Like, if they just like being around you, like, you kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. Well, there is some, don't get twisted, there's some good women out there, bro. I feel there's too many men put women before personal life and a better tomorrow and future. It's vices, isn't it? Everyone's got their vices. Some man smoke, some man drink, some man are womanizers, some man gamble, some man do everything. It's a vice, bro. It's moderation, isn't it? Yeah, stupid stuff. Like, go like shopping. Not even clothes shopping, food shopping. They just want to be there. About. And one thing I'll give women, like, if one that actually likes you, they do try their best to make your life easier, even the little things. Like they'll take an interest in what you're interested in. Throw in. Big up you lot. What's most important to you all when considering a woman? My subconscious is crazy. A good heart, 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 a good heart. Someone that's down. That's the cliche things. Someone that's down to earth. Someone that's down to ready. My she's found there. So yellow card now. Someone who's down to earth. Someone who's down to earth. Someone who's got a good heart. Someone that listens. Yeah, man. Yeah, I could have got a dating show. I was faithful listeners. No, I say someone. Seriously, people. A good heart, caring, sharing, down to earth. Someone that's goal orientated. Yeah, I'm like, right. Know the playbook, run that one. Someone who's considerate. Xerxes has won the ball back. He's by himself. What can he do? Somebody's still got the ball. I can't like he's a baller. Where's his teammates? Garnacho, so the move's probably gonna die. See, yeah, this guy's horrible, you know. I'm actually seeing it. I'm actually seeing it. I'm not gonna lie, right? That's exactly what I said, man. That's exactly what I said. Come on. It's got to be the looks. The looks have to be the most important. They have to be. Yes, looks are not everything, and at some point looks fade or you don't care about the looks. But I'd argue that is true. But then it's got to be the looks because fundamentally, only get to see what you like and all this stuff if we are primarily attracted to each other. As fickle as it is, that's that. And the reality is, because girls do it, men don't really do it. Men settle sometimes if you get it. They just need to do what they need to do. But how many women do we all know? At least two or one of their ex, they'll be like, he was batters. I don't even know why I gave him a chance. He's not my usual type. And girls do it. They always say they give someone else a chance. And when that guy that's not levels in their mind starts doing things that the guys that were levels, like, no, actually, you're not nice enough for this. Men don't really do that to be wifey. Obviously, depends on the competition you're playing in sometimes and, you know, what's going on, but not in terms of wifey. But it's got to be the looks. It's got to be the looks. It's got to be the looks. For me, it's obviously it's all the cliche stuff. Like, we're all sensible here, innit? Like, and some of you are regular, so that's all goes without saying. So for me, beyond the obvious, you got to have a back still. We're not going nowhere. I'm not going the cheeks, man. Because I know myself, if you piss me off, I'll be like, this girl's making me mad, man. Because I've been in a situation that this girl's making me mad. Actually pissed me off. She got back, though. That's what my conscience is back, though. She is leng, though. It's calm. Like, it's calm. That will get you a long way. I don't say put me in my place because you can't. You can definitely never put me in my place. But if I try and bad you up and you don't, I'll purposely try and bad you up. And if you don't have it, I'm like, okay. If you're showing me that I can run all over you and do nonsense, I will, allegedly. But yeah, I'd say that. Good question. What's her relationship with her father like? Very important. Yeah. Hey, how many brothers you got? What sort of woman are you as well? Seriously. Some men need a girl with a body to keep them on their toes. Need a body, regardless. Some men don't want to be kept. I don't want to be kept on my toes. I just need to know that you're like that. Yeah. And I'd say for me, as cliche as it is, man, you need to be goal orientated because there's nothing worse than a person with no ambition. That goes into my friendship. I'm not saying you have to fucking want to be Alan Sugar in that, but you can't be complacent, man. Because I'm quite weird. I think that stuff, I feel if you hang around with unlucky people, unlucky stuff starts happening to you. United should surely. Xerxes goes for the shot. It's a good block by Diaz. To be fair, Man City, for the last 10 minutes in particular, they've been living dangerously. Like, Man City would probably be fortunate that it is, at this moment in time, a draw. It's not important both ways. Money trumps looks for men. Yeah, but some women would just put up with it because you're rich. But at some point, but it don't go that far because they'll still cheat and whatever. Well, at some point, some women might say, I don't care how much money you have. I'm just not on this anymore. You are right, though. In this life, have money, man. It's like how beauty gets women a lot of places. They do fade, but gets you somewhere. Looks are important, but that is important both ways. Looks, open the door before you watch the personality. It has to be looks. Like, we're not too different from the animals, you know. Like, the lion, the woman lion is gonna mate with the mad lion, the best looking lion she thinks, or the strongest. The saying, we're not that different. Like, it's simple as that. That's cat we speak about regardless of body. Most women nowadays go gym, so they are attractive. I think both sides. Like, we can't cap around that. Like, me, gym. I go gym. Main thing would be discipline, like mental discipline, because you don't want to go sometimes. And in theory, gym don't make sense. Why would you want to go and put yourself through physical pain? But it needs to be. It's discipline. I feel like I'm at that point now, yeah, where if I don't go gym, or if I do go gym, it kind of affects my mental health in a positive or negative way. But then past all of that, yeah, you want to look attractive. And summertime, you get it, looking lit. And the same probably goes for women. There is some degree of doing things. And I think as a society, we need to be honest. How far you do things for the opposite sex. But when I started gym, I started doing better in business. It's discipline and confidence. You get it? Yeah, it's just routine. It's just routine. It's discipline. It also helps with goals. It also as well, because naturally, you see, I think even for most people, all you need to see is some encouraging signs, you know, and you get gas more. For instance, if I try to do 10 push-ups and I'm struggling, but I might only be able to do 3. But you see, when I'm able to, now I can do 7. Now I'm a bit excited. I can keep going. I can get 10 in no time. You get 10, boom, you're with 20, with 30, and so on and so forth. And that's like anything in life. And I think gym shows that. If I don't go gym, I'll be borderline depressed for no reason. Start asking myself, why haven't I made a million yet? Ask myself that every day, bro. Like, I say every day. Like, yesterday, I was tired. And I said, nobody cares. Like, my conscience said, no one cares. Work harder. So I just done some edits. And watched, like, a YouTube thing on, like, vidIQ. That's one thing we started this year. Doggy is down for Manchester United. It feels so weird seeing this doctor work at Manchester United these days, you know. So weird. 4 minutes of added on time. We got sold a dream still. We got sold the maddest of dreams. This has been dead. This has actually been a horrible game. You lot have livened it up. It's actually been mad horrible. Have to look at her mum too, so you can see how she'll age. I can't lie. When it comes to women, I want to see their friends, you know. I want to see their friends. And I more than want to see your friends. I want to see what sort of friend you are in your friendship group, because you will. Are you the manipulated one? Are you the idiot? Are you the one that's one thing women do? You follow your brethren too much. I need to know which one. Because if they're a bit, then you might be a bit, because that's one thing men do. I believe in life when some people make mistakes or whatever, but man, woman, whatever, whether they've done something to me or directly or indirectly, when somebody shows you what they're like, believe them, you know. That's not always a bad thing. Believe them and act accordingly. But I think a lot of men, you will go, I'm exaggerating, a man will meet a stripper, wife a stripper. He's surprised a stripper is having a stripper mentality. Like, if you wanted a good girl, go church, bro. Like, well, even that, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Grabbing out that one, you know what I mean? Secondary school, you know what I mean? Looks could be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover, because some of them religious ones there. Pastor's daughter, you're mad. Anyways, we're going left. No disrespect intended. Mental health is more important than physical. And that's why I go to goals. They come from mindset, not your size. Or if you're fat, small, obese, or whatever, it's all about mindset. And it's true. And I'll be real, yeah. I mean, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Like, people are haters in life, innit? You will see somebody fat in the gym. There's fat brothers in the gym. That man's trying to, like, they will mock you for being fat. They'll mock you for being in the gym, working out, or trying to, he or she's skinny. Mock you for trying something, innit? And like, sometimes I see fat brothers in the gym, man. You can see, obviously I might not know them, but you can see the progress and you can see them like busting their ass. It gasses you. You see people patterning. You want to like have the same kind of drive for yourself. This game has been dead. Fortunately for us people, we've only got 90 seconds left. This is crazy. Man United wasting time. I mean, sorry, Man City. Boy. And I think Amarin in the top 6 games I've seen, however this goes, you'd reckon he could have won this. He definitely should have beat us based on the clear-cut chance in the second half. City, they need new energy, bro. Their directors, the sporting directors of Arsenal and obviously City, they got a lot to do, man. These used to be the Giants of football. Leng gal with ugly friends. She's not on no nonsense. There's more attention when they go out, right? You know what I mean? Those friendship groups where they all look good, ain't it, fam? I just know they're outside up to no good. I'll be real, you just gotta be the best option. In her mind, you just have to be the best option because it can get dark. It's a mad game. You could be the best option. And when people, I always say this, when they start talking to you like HR and they use something like, oh, that's nice, and it can get dark. Some man can't accept reality. Like, there's men out there that would like they've been broken up with their girl like 20 years ago and they're still chasing their ex to this day because they can't accept just die on your sword. Marmoush, no. Speaking of Marmoush, I really thought I was smart with the Marmoush captain FPL. Join the club, man. My friend's got a bet. What's he got? He's got, and I don't agree with this, he's got Kevin De Bruyne shot on target. Bruno Fernandes shot on target. Someone's meant to get a yellow card in this game. I don't know who. Both teams to score. That's why you shouldn't bet anyway. That's haram. End of the game. Bro, for Pep Guardiola, this is a good result for him against Amarin. Scammer win. Because he got bopped earlier this season. Early whistle, not going to lie. Shameless. That was dead. Bruno ain't had a shot on target, so the bet is void anyway. See, Peak. Can't believe how bad this City team is now. We got to believe we've been seeing it for the best part of the season, man. This ain't even the worst. They're sat 5th, 4th, whatever. This ain't even the worst City result this season. That's the maddest thing. Typical Man United to employ Amarin, who had a quality squad to a side who should have been relegated if it wasn't for the 3 bottom sides. And City have one of the worst seasons since Pep took over, by the way. But to be fair, he has to answer questions for this season, but everything Pep's done for City and their club, there could never be, I'm not saying anyone's saying this, but outshouts. Shen said, boy, Shen said it's lovely. We can laugh now, but Pep's coming back with a vengeance next season. So, boy, the league better enjoy it while it lasts. Boy. It's dark, man. Because I think they're going to be up there. What else have we got? Oh, if I went through that. Facts, you got to start. Fulham's coach is underrated tactically. He has matched all the big coaches in the league this season. He's quality, bro. Marco Silva's had a season to remember, man. I'm sure. And that's why if I was a Fulham fan, player, or internally at the club, I'd have thought, you know what? Not getting to the FA Cup next round's a big miss opportunity, man. Big miss. City spent 200 million just in January. Boy. For the grim FPL this week. Do you know what? I might have been all right, you know. I might still be on course to finish in the top 100. I might be all right. If I swear Morgan Rogers scored yesterday. Oh, what? I've gone from 96 to 112. My first season of taking it seriously is phase 1 anyways. Phase 1. This is what I'm doing in phase 1 FPL. I did lead the title at a point. This is phase 1. Well, I got 14 points. Wait, what did I get last week? 27. What did I get the week after? Before that? 50. Oh. How many points did I get? 14. Who got me my points? Salah and Mbuemo. Wait, where's Morgan Rogers? Oh, my team didn't change. No, don't boy me. Why haven't I got Morgan Rogers? Yeah, I'm not playing fantasy league this next season, man. So the fuck, bro. How many points did Morgan Rogers get? Is there a way to check? Fucking dickhead. Will you do an FPL stream series next season? I'm not one of them guys, man. I'm not that nerd. It's not even any. It's not nerdy, but I don't know how you do it like that. I'm just happy to be here with you lot. Like somehow there's like 400 of you lot in my League One. Man City were the favourites at the start of the season. They're all hugging and kissing. What kind of Manchester derby is this? He scored, 14. I'm not playing this no more. I am not taking FPL seriously. Like Arsenal in the Prem, I'm checking out of this, man. Man United were never a quality side. That squad is dead. Amarin has a lot of work to do pre-season. 17 minutes for Jack. What a waste of talent. There's rumors they want to let him go, but he's probably on big wages. He might as well facilitate a Villa return on loan, you know. Hear me out. If I was Jack Grealish, Newcastle on loan. Trust me. Newcastle on loan. You could pattern that very easily. So easily. It's a bit techie, but you could get it done. Maybe Fulham as well. I'm probably below 200 in the league now. My FPL's collapsed in recent weeks. We don't talk to, if you're not in the top 100 or 113, because I'm 112, I don't want to pipe. We're different. You lot need to learn what you're doing. You're not good enough, Marcel. You won't be singing about silverware. And in my private league, where am I? Because there's money on the line in that. I'm 7th. It's tight though. Only like 100. I could do this. Who you got in your team? Not too jabby. What a name. Oh, he's got Rogers. Rogers got 9 points. Marmush. Wait, you can get a manager in your FPL team. Why did he have Glasney? I don't know. People cheating. Who you got? Mateo. Muniz. Oh. No one ain't really got nobody smart like that in their team. I'm coming back from my title. Saka never got injured. I would have won the league, man. At one point, I was running down DG. I was there. FPL is harsh, man. Because all it takes is a couple weeks of no real returns and you're in trouble. Or, you know, when you get that sweet spot, like you might have Salah and Salah's scoring. Somehow you've got Salah, Haaland, Saka, Palmer. They're doing what they're doing. One guy gets injured. This one gets a red card. This one's form is off the ropes. And then it's collapsed. It's all done from there. I take Grealish on loan at Toon with the right coaching, still a player there. How improves everyone? Yeah, assistant manager chip. Yeah, how do you do that? Is that someone confirmed cheating then? Because I'm seeing other teams, they ain't got that. I ain't got that. It was saying the Palace guy. How do you do that? Oh, you can play assistant manager. What does it do though? I need to play. I played triple captain time ago. I played bench boost time ago. Still got the wild card, free hit. We're gonna go for the jugular, man. It's a new chip. But what does it do? It picks the team for you. Like, what does it do? And respectfully to the Crystal Palace guy, yeah. Need Pep or something. Somehow I knew to bench Gurhey and Van Heck. You bust case, man. 6 cents. Women's intuition, man. Think Pep will go. If you're Pep, do you want to go? You want to go out like this? You won trebles, 100 points, won the league with no striker, 3P, bare fit, all 100, like bare things that he's done. He's probably let's be honest, in the last few years, Pep Guardiola has just probably had the mindset of what's the craziest things I can do and still win the league. He probably flew a bit too close to the sun in recent years, and it's come to a head now. Because as good as City are, a bit like what they said about the United squad, or you could kind of say the things about, to a degree, Arsenal now, but definitely when we first started under Arteta. When you look at your squad and you think like that, you didn't get there overnight. City have needed to invest or do certain things for a while. And they're going to have to do the rebuild. And I just think they got a new sporting director. Not that he owes them anything. I just think he's gonna stay for this year. Just stay at least now, pattern it up, win again in the Prem. And we still don't know the official verdict of the charges, which we all know they're gonna bust that. But I don't think Pep wants to leave before that. There's some conclusion on that. I think, for argument's sake, had it have come out when they won the treble, I think he bops. Because we've seen him leave when he's on top. DG going live after this. 7 p.m. I think, if I'm correct. I should be live at 7 p.m. Arsenal settings. If Pep leaves, he is done. He won't leave unless he pulls the pin and retires. I think he's a madman. Like, I don't think he wants to retire. I think he's on the Wenger thing. Like, these man, even though he said he probably won't be managing that long, I think he lives. It's dumb, but he lives for football. Like, I don't think he's gonna stop. I don't know if he wants to go internationally. I don't know. I wonder if he does a sporting director thing one day. Ever since Pep proved he can win the Champions League, that's when the complacency kicked in. Even last season, they didn't look half of the City team we all really know. If Newcastle make Champions League and can start spending money, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for Pep or Klopp. I don't think Klopp wants to return to. Obviously, it'd be a great project at Newcastle, but you look at it happened with Wenger, it happened with Klopp. Even though Klopp won everything at Liverpool, the minute he left, glowing again. Being a manager is stress, you know, and you just being able to breathe again, go out with the missus, probably enjoy with your kids and grandkids, which obviously as a manager kind of robs you for that. Why would you want to go back immediately? I don't know when and how. I don't know. I just think Klopp will manage Germany one day, but Julian Nagelsmann don't look like he's getting anywhere. And Klopp just seems like, you never know, weirder things have happened, but Klopp just seems like them guys. If I'm not going to be at Liverpool, I ain't doing anything else. That Brazil job is calling out for Pep. Carlo, one of you, we need you. We need you. Neymar needs you. Football needs to give Neymar the World Cup next year. It owes Neymar. And he's going to prove it. And nobody wants Eddie Howe, man. Big him up, but like, Foxy, nobody wants Eddie Howe, bro. He's cool, but no one wants him. Unless it's an England job, in which they got too cool. You're not cool, man. Stressed, bro. It's just like being a manager is stressful. Yeah, they get paid a lot and this and that. Could you imagine if you're Mikel Arteta, rightly or wrongly? Like, bearing in mind, we don't know everything, but man are blaming you for injuries. Man are saying you this and that. There's too many things to worry about. You win one game, your team's amazing, and you might not get praised. This goes for all managers. You lose, and it's that. Might not all be your fault, but again, you're the fool guy. You need to get 3 points. Being a manager stress. Klopp in them hotel adverts. I think he's not feeling the football thing all that much at the minute. That last season at Liverpool was straight, bro. It's a madness. And respectfully, I'm sure Klopp even has had or has some sort of health condition or health scare or something. Always been a manager. Being a manager, your heart, bro. It can't be nice. Obviously, they love ball and whatnot, but yeah, man. It is what it is in that regards, man. But on that, I'm conscious that I'll be back again at 7 p.m, people, and we'll go over everything Arsenal. Again, you lot stay safe, stay blessed. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. Smash the like button if you haven't.